So I know it's been ages since I filmed a video, but I have been at university this week. This afternoon they had this big like sports fair that I wasn't too interested in going to, so I've come home. I've literally got 40 minutes before I have to go to work, so I thought I'd just film this really quick haul because I've just been waiting all week to show you this stuff. So if you've looked at my Instagram, you probably would have seen that it took me literally about 24 hours before I went back to HomeSense. Now originally I went to HomeSense in Brighton, where I discovered that they had an even like wider range than the TK MAXXs do. So I found another one which is actually really close to my university, and I went for a little shop in there to see what was in there. If we rewind to my first TK MAXX haul, I did buy these two skulls. Now they were for a craft project and it worked out pretty well in my opinion. So this one is the Joker and this is Deadpool. I wasn't quite sure how they were going to turn out. I didn't know if the acrylic paint would stick to them very well, and I didn't really know if it would like work out the way my brain like imagined it would. But I felt like they came out quite well, and I just wanted to buy more of these big skulls. Now I haven't found any in TK MAXX, and that's kind of one of the reasons I went to HomeSense, because I thought they may have some. They actually had some skulls, but they were a little bit smaller. They were this size, and I got two of them. These cost me $3.99 each, so they're a pretty good price. They're pretty heavy skulls. They don't feel like they're hollow or anything. They feel like a pretty solid material, and they are so detailed. They're kind of like your general looking skull. Now I did want some bigger ones, some more in this kind of like comic series, but whatever, I got these smaller ones, and I think what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to kind of make some Tim Burton style ones. So I'm thinking first of making Jack and Sally and seeing how it goes. Then I may try do like the Corpse Bride or like Edward Scissorhands or something. But I just got those. They were really cheap, and I have also seen these in TK MAXX previously. So I've been having a few conversations with like the Moon and the Stars and the Midnight Crafter, because we have noticed that TK MAXX aren't the best at wrapping things. I did get like a really nice like pumpkin tea light holder which got chipped because they didn't wrap it. And HomeSense aren't that amazing at wrapping either, but at least I did get this kind of layer of paper around my breakable thing. Now this paper didn't really work that well because again I got another chip in my item, which is so annoying. It's like right at the front as well, so I'm just not happy with this at all. I'm hoping I can cover it up, but it's just so annoying because I really loved this. But it is like a mug and it's in the shape of a cauldron. It does have a quite large handle so you can hold it really nicely, and it's a very large mug so you can get a lot in there. Now the back is just like a plain black, so if you are just a fan of a black looking cauldron, there you go, and it has a little purple spider at the top. And on the front you've got this like white spider web that contrasts really nicely with the black, and these are like more flat against the actual ceramic itself, but this one is actually in the ceramic. It's sort of built on top of it. It does also have like little feet at the bottom, so it stands quite nicely. Now there were a few of these and a lot of them had chipped feet, so that's something to look for. It just meant that they didn't kind of sit very still, so that was a little bit annoying. They were $4.99 each, and it does say that they're dishwasher safe, microwave safe, and they're from a company called Grace's Tableware. For $4.99 I thought this was like a pretty good price. This was the only one there that wasn't chipped, and now it is chipped. Now I don't know if this is kind of saying something that all of them had chips in them. I don't know if it's possibly like the packaging for that company isn't fantastic, or if this just isn't the highest quality and chips really easily. I'm really kind of annoyed about that, but because it's black I guess I can just put some nail varnish over it and it'll be fine, but it kind of defeats the object of the whole thing. But I just thought this was a really pretty mug, and I think it'll be like perfect for like hot chocolate with loads of marshmallows or something in it. So the next thing I got, of course I got some more tea towels. I have heard that some of their tea towels and things are not surviving very well in the wash, which is a little bit annoying, but these are like 100% cotton. I assume that these will kind of hold up quite nicely. I got this one that says each drink and be scary, so then it has a little broomstick and a tiny little bat. Like this was the selling point for me because I loved this little bat. So you've got the bat hanging off the broomstick there, and then there's little pumpkins all at the bottom. You've got a black cat and like a crow or a raven, and that continues all the way around the bottom of these tea towels. There are two tea towels in this pack and they are both exactly the same. The writing is also on either side of the tea towel, which I think is quite nice. Now these tea towels were slightly more expensive than the other ones which I've previously bought from TK MAXX. They are from a different brand and they cost me $5.99. It does say on the little ticket that they are super absorbent, so I don't know if possibly they're just a higher quality material or something and that's why they're a tad bit more expensive. I hadn't seen these before and I just really liked it. I don't normally go for any of this like cute, calm and carry on, but I just thought like this was an acceptable Halloween version of it. So next up I got something else wrapped in this paper, and this I was super excited about, and I am glad to see that it hasn't chipped in the process of being brought home. This is just like a regular drinking glass and it cost me £2.99, which I thought was an amazing price. Now the reason that I was a little bit like unsure about buying it is because it does have like a gold rim. I said this like a million times, I just prefer silver, but I just couldn't turn this down. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to shove the paper in it, so hopefully you'll be able to see some of the details a little bit better. So right at the front here you've got like a golden spider, kind of in like a black widow shape, and then it has this really gorgeous lace design around it, and the design kind of carries around. It has like a lace look to it, but then there's like little spider webs within it. Just thought it was so pretty. And then it also has these other kind of like more cartoony black widows which sort of just join the lace to the top. I just thought it was so pretty. This is the back of it where the kind of the design ends, but then it just repeats around. I just absolutely think it's so gorgeous. I just love the detail so much in this lace print. I feel like it's such an elegant look to it, and I absolutely love the spider web within the lace. Like I think that's just such a really, really nice detail. The spider itself, which is gold, matches with the rim of this glass, which is also like the same shade of gold. And then the bottom is a very sort of thick glass, which is always really handy, and it kind of ensures that they stay the right way up. Some glasses which are really thin at the bottom are a little bit unstable. No information about whether or not this would like survive a dishwasher or like what it could be used for, but I don't know if I'm going to actually use it for drinking. I'm not 100% sure yet. It's quite a large glass. I feel like you could use this for like pens or makeup brushes or any kind of like knickknacks or something. Considering maybe using this as like a toothbrush holder, I just think it's so gorgeous, and I wish that came in like a big box of them so I could just fill my house with them. There was a matching sort of drink mixer that went with this. I don't really like do many like drink mixing cocktail things, so I didn't bother getting it, but it is just something to consider if you want to like buy a nice little set for someone or yourself. The next thing I got with these, I was so confused at first like what they were, and it is actually something very similar to what I showed you in my last HomeSense haul, and it's actually for wine glasses. Now on the front it just has glass markers. Now whereas the other ones I bought, the little glass little charms that were on circles that went round the bottom of the wine glass, these are designed to actually stick on the glass themselves. So you get various different ones. There's like a tree, there's an owl, a pumpkin, a witch, a cat, a ghost, there's a bat somewhere. Yeah, there's a bat there. Some kind of like monsters, a grim reaper. They're all sort of like different like plasticky figures, and they have these kind of like sticky backs to them. So what you're meant to do is you have like a glass and you kind of push it down and it will stick on there, and then when you kind of pick up your glass you just look for the one with the right little thing stuck to it. And I feel like if you're looking for something for this actual purpose to mark which glasses are whose, definitely the ones I showed you in my previous HomeSense haul are like way better than these. They like actually clip on to the glass itself and they'll stay there. These are more kind of like suction cups, so they could probably really easily flick off. I think for the purpose they're very good, but I just thought these were like super cute for like sticking on a window or something. I thought it looked so cool like in my car to have like a little bat stuck on my window and a black cat. Also due to my job I end up ferrying a lot of children to and from different places. The car is going to be really fun for them because they can peel them off and stick them in other places, and I thought for like $2.99 I couldn't really go wrong, and it is a very kind of like clever idea. I can see where they were going with it, but I don't really think it's something that's going to really catch on. So next up I got another set of tea towels. Again, these are $5.99, exactly the same make as these ones I showed you, 100% cotton, and I absolutely adored these ones. I just couldn't help myself. It says Happy Halloween. The word Halloween has a very Tim Burton-esque look to it, and it has all these gorgeous spider webs that are like twirling around it with little spiders hanging off. At the top, of course, we have a little friendly bat, and the spider web kind of continues all throughout these tea towels. It's just such a gorgeous design. The writing again is on either side. I'm just so pleased with the quality of these. Inside they have like a kind of towel feel to them as well. They just feel a little bit thicker. Definitely say I'm preferring HomeSense for their tea towels over TK MAXX, although I absolutely love the ones I got from TK MAXX. But they just seem to be a slightly higher quality. They are £1 more expensive, but in some cases it is worth just spending that little bit extra because it means they're just going to last that much longer. So I got a couple of packs of these. There were a few different candle scents in HomeSense. Now in my last TK MAXX haul I did show you a pumpkin candle that I bought. I have that there on my spider candle holder and it smells gorgeous. Like I have it right near my bed, so like when I'm falling asleep sometimes I just get this like waft of pumpkin. It's just, anyway, it's so nice. But I've been looking for some more pumpkin candles and these are actually by the same make. This is a different scent. I think the one I got from TK MAXX is called Wild Pumpkin and this was called White Pumpkin. This is the sort of main brand of like Halloweeny, like autumn candles that they have in HomeSense. Again, it has a little charm hanging off it and this one is a little pumpkin charm, which I think is so cute and I'll definitely be adding to some kind of DIY. I absolutely adore the packaging for this. I love this kind of like vintagey like pumpkin paper that they have in the background, and I'm going to try and open it really carefully so that I can keep this. In HomeSense they have things kind of laid out as if it was like a real house. They had a table that was full of like tableware and chandeliers and there were plates laid out. It was like knives and forks, everything was there, and kind of going down the centre they had these candles. Now when I put it in my basket originally I did think it was just going to be like a pillar candle like the rest of them. Now I don't have very many pillar candle like holders, so I was just like, meh, I'm sure it'd be fine. But when I like looked at it properly I almost like cried at how excited I was, because they are actually like tea lights, but they're like slightly bigger than your average tea light. They smell so good. It's like a much kind of like sweeter pumpkin smell than I'd say the wild pumpkin smells. So amazing. It's just like all the happiness of Halloween and autumn all just mixed into one. As you can see, these are quite a bit bigger than your usual tea light. Probably wouldn't fit in a regular tea light holder, but I've got quite a few different candle holders, like especially the one I got from TK MAXX, the Spiderweb one, which would fit this in perfectly because it's almost like the size of a pillar candle, like circumference wise, but it is just a lot shorter, so it means it can go. So I feel like it's kind of like the perfect like middle ground. It's kind of like the size of candle which you look for. It's bigger than a tea light but not as big as a pillar candle. Just think there was loads of opportunities for these. I did actually buy 2 packs because I thought that like everyone who I was sending Halloween boxes to just needed one of these in their life, just to smell, like not even to light. Like I know some people don't really like candles just in case they drop them or whatever, but these just work as air fresheners. They're just so good. Inside this pack there are 6 of them. They are $3.99 each, which is really, really good. I'm not sure how long like the burning time for these candles are, but I can tell you the pillar candle I got from the same company, I burnt it for around 2 hours and you can hardly even tell. It's like amazingly long burning time and it's still just as fragrant. Next up I got a plate. Again, I'm really hoping that it isn't damaged. Okay, so it survived, which is lucky. I collect plates. I love plates. I have recently moved a few things around, as you can probably see from my wall there. But I did used to have my silhouette that I made with the Addams family. It was kind of like opposite me at the top of the wall, but it was kind of getting hidden by like my dragon vivarium and things. So I decided to switch it up and kind of put some of my plates on display. I found this plate. I absolutely adored it. It was $3.99. Again, it is like dishwasher safe, which is really handy, so it can actually be used in real life. It's not just a display plate. I really liked this just because it was like a different shape. It's not just circle. It is actually kind of like bumpy where like the cobweb is, and the cobweb part itself is raised, so I think it'd probably be really hard to clean, like if you put like anything too like runny or sticky on it. That sounds gross. But it's just such a gorgeous piece. I love the fact that it's not too colourful. They just use white and grey. It's a very, very simplistic plate, and oddly enough I've never seen anything like this before, although it is such a simple idea. For $3.99 I am so pleased with the quality. There was like a whole like stand where these plates were. It's almost like a thing for holding toast, which had all these plates in. Honestly, like the whole thing was cleared out. There was just this one left. So I don't know if the other ones were like the same style or if they were different, but they were definitely in high demand. Now, the last thing I got actually was laid out on the table, and I thought they were so cute. I had legit no use for them at all at the moment, but I just thought they were really nice. I think there's 6 in this pack. It cost $4.99, so they were slightly expensive. I was kind of considering not getting them, but I love doilies. Like, for some reason I absolutely love doilies, and I love spiderweb doilies, and these just like reminded me of spiderweb doilies, so I just had to get them. Inside you get all of these different coasters. They are slightly glittery on this side, and I am not the biggest fan of glitter, but I noticed that you can turn them the other way and have them kind of a more matte look to them. So this is kind of like a felt material. It's quite thick, and it's definitely like, it's got some like flexibility to it, but it's still quite sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna rip. Has this really nice spiderweb in the middle, and it just has lots of little spiders going around the outside, and it's kind of like the perfect size to kind of have sat down, just to put like mugs and cups on, just to kind of like stop heat lines and dripping from going on your table. I thought these are so nice. Now I use doilies to kind of go under my crystals and things, just to make it look all really nice and pretty, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. Maybe I'll just kind of save them and keep them safe when I move out, and I can kind of put them around the place so that when people have a cup of tea, can just like put their mugs down on here. But I just thought that they were so gorgeous, and that they went especially nicely with my new Cauldron mug. I'm a little bit like fed up with all this kind of generic Halloween like decorations. I'm feeling that shops, they're getting better. Halloween stuff is coming out in September, which is so much of an improvement, but a lot of it is the same kind of thing, and I'm getting a little bit bored of it. So when I find things like this, which are just like the step up, like this is like level 10 Halloween. So when I find something like this, I get so excited because it's something different, it's something new, and I have definitely not seen any coasters like this before, and it just gets me so excited. So that is everything that I got from HomeSense. Sorry it's taken me so long to film this video. I know that I did kind of put a bit of like a sneak preview on Instagram. As I said, I literally have just started university. I am slowly beginning to drown in books and work already. I'm only on my 3rd day, so I'm still kind of like trying to work out what I'm going to do like video wise, like because I want to keep uploading, I want to keep filming stuff, because I do find it like genuinely so enjoyable to do. It's just finding the time and kind of balancing it with my actual uni work, because at the end of the day I am going to have to put my uni work ahead of filming these videos. And I'm really hoping like once I've got through this kind of like initial couple of weeks, got past Freshers Week, got past all of that malarkey, I can kind of just get back on track. I hope you're having a spooky September. If it's still sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I will see you next time. Bye!